Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're talking about talents. We'll be discussing what makes a person intelligent and how that affects our lives. If you guys have any questions from this class or would like to suggest a topic for a future class, you can message me on my Verbling inbox or on Facebook. And I'll put my Facebook name in the chat box for you. I also have open tutoring sessions. I have a few more this week, and next week I have many more, so check out my schedule on my profile. I'll put the notes in the chat box for you as well. This is the document we will be working from today. And of course I can screen share it. Hey there, Thiago. Welcome to class. Thiago, are you there? Let's see. I can't hear you, Thiago. Ah, I think I hear you now. I hear some static.
Hey, Michaela.
Hey!
How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Thiago?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Excellent. Excellent. It's almost the weekend. Do you have any plans?
Yeah. Work. Pretty much.
Work.
Yeah.
Do you work on the weekdays also?
Yes. Kind of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. What do you do?
But there are many things. I teach, I work in a company, I sing, so I do many things.
Yeah, you do a little of everything, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, then I'm sure you'll have a lot to share today on this topic. We're going to talk a little bit about what it means to be intelligent. So, of course, the first question is, who is the most intelligent? And there's a list of people. We've got Albert Einstein, David Beckham, Pablo Picasso, Margaret Thatcher, and Princess Diana. So number them 1 to 5, 1 being the most intelligent, 5 being the least intelligent, in your own opinion.
All right. I would say that I don't know, probably Pablo Picasso, first one, Albert Einstein, the second, Margaret Thatcher, third, um, Princess Diana, maybe fourth, and David Beckham, the fifth.
Okay. All right, and why did you choose that order?
It's a little difficult to talk about intelligence because it's not like the common sense. An intelligent person is a person who know how to, calculate or, do like brilliant things, but they can do brilliant things in their own ways.
Very
Uh,
true.
yeah, so Pablo Picasso was an excellent, painter. Create something is pretty difficult, mainly nowadays.
Mhm.
So Albert Einstein, of course, he was uh, pretty intelligent in his area. Um,
Yeah.
well, Margaret Thatcher was pretty tough in the place she was
Mhm.
supposed to be, and she really deal with a very hard situation in that time because the miners in England, they were on a strike. I guess it was for 19 years or something.
Wow.
And yeah, and that you need to be smart to deal with this kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Princess Diana, I'm not sure about it. Of course, she knew how to deal with media, that's for sure, because she wanted to, I don't know if she was like that, but she wanted to show that she was kind, she was worried about what was going on in the world, because, of course, you wouldn't see the queen doing the things she has done.
Mm.
No. And if they had Beckham, I think it's more like an ability. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind
Okay. Awesome. So he's talented, but not necessarily intelligent.
yeah. Well, everybody's intelligent in their own ways, but yeah, I would say more talented than intelligent.
Okay. So we have a couple of vocabulary words here. The word intelligent, and an example sentence, she is a very intelligent student, word type adjective. And the pronunciation is almost the same. This word is intelligence. She shows great intelligence when she speaks. And that's the noun version. It's just a quick note because they're very similar words, but they're used as different parts of speech. One is an adjective and the other is a noun. So today we're going to talk most about intelligence, the noun, but we can also use intelligent as an adjective. So intelligent as an adjective is what we would typically think of a synonym to smart. And intelligence as a noun could mean many things, which is what we're going to talk about today. Can you read these two paragraphs for us here?
Sure. Dr. Howard Gardner developed the theory of multiple intelligences. Intelligences. Is that the right word?
Intelligences.
Intelligences. It says that there are 8 kinds of intelligence, not just one. People are intelligent in different ways, and therefore they learn things in different ways. We should see all the different types of intelligence as important and valuable. Education should help people to learn in different ways.
Thank you very much. So do you agree that there's more than one kind of intelligence?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what do you think his 8 types of intelligence are? Could you take a guess at the different intelligences that there are?
I guess there is the emotional intelligence. There is the um, emotional, physical.
Okay, that's 2.
Well, I don't know the 8 kind of.
I know, 8 is a lot, huh?
Yeah, maybe emotional, physical, kinesthetic. I don't know if that's the word. Kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic, okay.
Kinesthetic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's. I'll stay with 3. 3 is enough.
All right, so you're on the right track. Those are 3 of the ones he includes. Can you read his 8 intelligences for us?
Linguistic, being sensitive to words and sounds and the use of language. Spatial, understanding the visual world and responding well to it. Bodily, kinesthetic, controlling the body and handling objects. Interpersonal, being sensitive to feelings of others and responding well. Intrapersonal, understanding our own feelings and controlling our own behavior. Logical and mathematic, seeing number patterns and following an argument, musical, hearing and making sounds in rhythm, music, and naturalist, naturalist, recognizing and classifying flora and fauna.
Mm-hmm. Which of these do you think you have the most of?
Musical for sure, bodily, and linguistic.
All right. Excellent ones to have. So now we're going to do a quiz to find out which of these intelligences you are the strongest in. So for each activity, mark 4 if you're very good at the activity, 2 if you're okay at the activity, and 0 if you're no good at the activity. And of course, you can pick somewhere between as well. If you're somewhere between good and okay, you might put a 3.
All right.
All right. So first one we're going to test for is linguistic intelligence. So how good are you at telling jokes and stories?
4.
Give yourself a number. A 4, okay.
Yeah.
What about remembering people's names?
0.
How about saying tongue twisters?
I would say 2.
All right. And learning vocabulary?
4.
Okay, so that gives you a grand total of 10, I believe, right?
Yeah, 10.
So you're not good at remembering people's names?
No, not good at. I'm good at remembering nicknames.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not so good at remembering names either, which is really unfortunate for the profession I'm in.
And it's pretty important, isn't it?
It's what?
It's pretty important.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I also think it's nice because if someone remembers your name, it just shows that they're thinking about you and it shows that they care about you a little bit. So I always feel really bad when I forget names. I feel like that I must, that I just didn't care enough to remember it or something. But I need a trick. I've heard there's lots of tricks to remembering names, but I'll get around to it eventually, maybe. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, tell me a good story or a joke if you're so good at telling stories and jokes.
All right. I guess it's a good one. So there's this little boy, and he's asking questions to his mother, saying, "Mom, what color is God?" And her mother said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Said, "Mom, what color is God?" And she said, "I don't know, son. Is God white?" She said, "No, son, he's not white." "Is he black?" "No, son, he's not black." Well, Mom, is God Michael Jackson?
That's so funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, but
I like that one too because it's a little controversial, but not too much so. Like just a little, just enough to be funny, but not too
Yeah.
much to be like,
But it's between you and I.
inappropriate.
So. Oh, and also, jokes are pretty cultural, right? What is funny here in Brazil, maybe it's not funny for Americans and vice versa.
Yeah, that's totally true. You can definitely see it in television. Some of my favorite television programs nobody likes here. Everyone thinks they're stupid or boring. And then some of the most popular shows here, I'm like, really? You watch that? That crap?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Cultural differences. It's interesting. All right, let's look at spatial intelligence then. What number do you give yourself for reading maps?
I'll say 4.
Okay. How about drawing?
0.
Learning from films and pictures.
All 4.
Doing jigsaw puzzles.
2.
Okay, so that gives you 10 again, right?
Yep. 10.
Okay, all right. And I think this is the one where I would be the least, like one of my lowest scores because I am so bad at reading maps. I get probably, I don't know, a 0 or a 1 maybe for reading maps. Drawing I'm okay at. Maybe I give myself a 3 there. But jigsaw puzzles I'm no good at, and learning from fills in pictures I'm okay at it. Average, maybe like a 2 or something. But reading maps I'm really, really bad at. And finding my directions in general. Like if I
Oh.
go into a store, I come out and I don't know where I am anymore. I'm lost.
So how many points for you?
For me, let's see. So 0 for reading maps, maybe a 2 for drawing, a 2 for films and pictures. That gives me 4. I get 4 for this one. All right, bodily and kinesthetic intelligence. What score do you give yourself for copying other people's actions?
That's a 4.
What about sewing? Yeah, this is a weird one. I don't know why they have sewing in there. Making things from paper or wood.
0.
And doing sports.
4.
All right, so that gives you 8 for bodily kinesthetic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a funny test because I think like if I knew how to sew that maybe I would be good at it, but I don't know how to sew. So that doesn't, I can't really give myself a good score on it if I don't know how to do it.
And how about copying other people's action?
I think I'm pretty good at that. I would give myself a 3 for copying actions and a 3 for sports and maybe like a 2 for things making things out of paper or wood. I think, I'm at least average at making things from paper or wood. I don't think I'm anything special, but I'm at average.
Yeah. So like
So
8?
yeah, I'd give myself an 8 here. All right. Intrapersonal intelligence. What score do you give yourself for leading meetings and games?
4.
All right. How about helping friends?
4. I had to
Okay.
take that 4.
Yeah, why did you hesitate there? You're like, not sure?
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Depends on the friend. So, but
Yeah.
if it's a very good friend of mine and I can help him, of course, I would do everything.
All right. I'm going to give you a situation, and you tell me what you would do in this situation.
All right.
So you go out with a friend, and you drink a few beers, and your friend says, "Oh my gosh, I forgot my wallet." And you say, "Oh, no problem. I'll pay for this." So you pay, and your friend says, "I'll definitely pay you back tomorrow." And you see your friend tomorrow, but they don't mention it, so you don't say anything. And you see your friend several more times, and they never offer money. And you say, "Hey, remember you owe me a few bucks?" And they say, "Oh yes, yes. Remind me to give that to you later." But they never give you the money. What would you do? Would you be a little angry? A lot angry? What would you do?
Um, I'll fake. It happens something like that. Not like that. As I told you, I play, right? I have a partner and he plays with me, and he has other projects. So one day I was invited to play, and I invited him. Well, every time I play, he plays with me, right? And so we split the money and things like that. But so one day somebody invited him to play, and it was a very good money, and he didn't invite me, right? And
Mm.
eventually I knew the situation, but I didn't say a thing. But of course, I'm not going to invite him anymore.
Aha.
So
Okay.
yeah, I would say
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, that's a tough situation, and it's interesting because I think I would usually do the same. I usually like don't say anything, but I'm angry, I'm secretly angry.
Exactly. And in Brazil, it's pretty cultural. You don't You don't show your feelings. You don't expose yourself in this kind of situation. You fake. Oh, say, oh no, everything is fine, and because saying no or saying being straight to a person, it's pretty it's pretty shocking, you know.
It's very
Nobody,
interesting.
yeah, nobody in Brazil is gonna say, "Oh, Michaela, please don't sit in this chair." They'll let you sit. Maybe they are gonna talk behind your back later, but they let you sit there.
That's so funny. And it's really convincing too, because most of the time I think, I feel like people are just so, so nice and they just, they give you everything and they offer you everything. And I feel like people are so nice, but it's also possible that they give you everything, but then once you leave, they say, "Oh man, Michaela, she's such a bitch. She took all my cookies," or whatever. It's
Exactly.
possible.
Yeah. By the way, how do you pronounce her name? Michelle.
In the US, it's usually pronounced Michaela, but I frequently go by Michaela also, so whichever you're comfortable with is totally fine with me.
Michaela is okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Very used to that by now. Um, I lived in Italy, which is where it started, and I kind of like it too. People sometimes call me Mika for short, which I think
Oh,
is a cute nickname. So I'm all
yeah.
I'm all in for these nicknames.
All right.
All right. So what about listening to other people's problems? What score do you give yourself for that one?
I would say two.
And having a lot of friends.
I would say zero.
Zero. What? Are you too busy with
Yeah.
work for friends?
Not really, not really. I'm kind of picky with friend stuff. You know, the ones
Interesting.
I have, they are really good friends. But I have acquaintances, but friends, that's a very strong word to call, a person.
I see. So you have some people that are like on one level of friendship, and then you have people that are like your real friends, like you're actually super close to.
Yeah, I would say two or three, maybe.
And how long does it take you to like make a friend that you're really close to? Does it take you a long time?
Not really. I'm kind of a very easygoing person, but like to invite a person to have lunch in my house, well, it takes time because it's pretty personal and it's pretty. It's my intimacy, you know. So
Mhm.
not everybody, I would say, but it's pretty. I'm saying that because it's normal in Brazil. For example, a person just knows you right now, and they will invite you to have dinner, have lunch with them tomorrow. I'm not this kind of person. I'm pretty reserved, right?
Yeah, reserved.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So that gives you a grand total, let's see, 4, 2, 2. You said 2 for helping friends, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you 8, I believe.
No, it was like the first one was leading meeting. Okay, yeah, that was four exactly. Yeah, eight.
All right. Let's do intrapersonal intelligence. So what about studying alone in the library? How good are you at that?
Four.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible. If I try to study alone in the library, I immediately get distracted and just do
Okay.
nothing.
Wow.
I'll just like sit there and I'll read a paragraph like 4 times and not remember anything that was in it.
But you rather study in your house or with friends?
Yeah, I guess I'd rather study in my house, but also it helps me to have something a little more dynamic going on. So, like, not sitting down in the quiet. Sometimes it helps if I'm like talking to myself or standing up, even, so that I don't know why, but like sitting down and being quiet and reading is really difficult for me.
I see.
What about spending time on your own?
Oh, that's 4.
So what do you do when you're on your own?
Especially work. I work a lot.
Work.
Sometimes my wife just said, "Well, please put my name on your agenda because I need some time." Just
Schedule
help
her in.
schedule something for me to say, "Well, I'll try to do my best."
Got
But
it.
yeah, I play. I have to rehearse, and the time I have, and so the rest of the time is working.
Got it. Business, business.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Or
right.
overtly.
Or what?
Overtly, I'll be here.
Or overtly?
On verbally, yeah. If I'm
Oh,
not
right, right.
working,
Yeah.
I'm here.
So you're working or you're studying or you're working or you're studying.
Both.
All right. What about being individual? I don't even know what this one means, but how are you at being individual, like maybe independent?
That's 4 straight up.
4. Wow. So you're getting a pretty high score for this one. What about
Yeah,
learning from your mistakes?
4. That's 4.
So did you get 4 for all of them?
Yeah, I would say, yeah,
Wow. Okay. So you have a score of 16 for this one, which
yeah,
gives you a very high intrapersonal intelligence.
yeah. I don't know
Interesting.
if it's good, but
Oh, I think it's good. I mean, being intelligent in any way is probably a good thing. But I guess, like everything, it might have its positives and its negatives as well.
yeah,
Uh,
it makes me a little, I don't know, selfish. I don't know.
maybe, maybe.
Yeah,
Kind of depends on how you apply it in your life.
yeah.
All right. What about logical and mathematical intelligence? How are you at doing math in your head?
I'm terrible.
All right. What about playing chess?
0.
How about playing number games?
0.
Oh man, asking questions about how things work.
That's 4.
Okay, so the first 3 were kind of bad, but you're good at the last one, asking questions about how things work. Are you a curious person?
Oh yeah, a lot, a lot.
All right. Yeah, I think this is my lowest score too. I'm really bad at most of those things.
Yeah. But sometimes I kind of destroy things just to see how it works. Yeah, it's like broken a radio, for example, and say I'm gonna fix it. It's not working anyway, so it won't be worse than that. Sometimes I get it, sometimes it feels bad. Yeah.
I'm not confident enough to do things like that because if I take something apart, I pretty much know that I'm just gonna break it. Like I don't open something up unless I know that there's no other hope for the survival of this thing because I just know that I'm gonna take it apart and it'll never go back together again. All right. How about wait, yeah, we finished that one. What about your musical intelligence? I think this is the last one, and you said you would probably score very highly on this. How
Oh
are
yeah,
you at humming tunes?
I'm pretty good on that. 4,
Okay, how about singing?
4,
Playing a musical instrument.
that's 4,
And tapping rhythmically.
that's 4.
All right, so you get another 16. This one and the intrapersonal skills were by far your highest scores.
Hmm.
So what kind of music do you play?
Um, I play. Well, when I play just like as a job, I have to play many things. But I don't know when I'm playing to myself, something like "I'll have a blue Christmas without you," something like that.
That's funny. So kind of like slower tunes, like sounds a little bluesy or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's the kind of music I like. Also because to match with the voice, because there are some songs I really can't, play. It's
Of
pretty
course, of
high.
course. Interesting. And so your job is playing music in general?
Yeah, yes and no. It's more like a hobby, and I can meet some buddies with stuff like that. You
Ooh,
know,
okay.
it's more like a hobby then.
Okay. So it's like a side job on the weekends and stuff.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
It's not like I make money. I play for fun. That's more like playing for fun.
Nice. Yeah, playing for fun is better than making it your job. Making it your job makes it stressful, I'm sure.
Yeah. Have you ever heard? It's not a band, but it's a project. Playing for Change.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. They have a video, right, where they
Yeah.
sing. I forget what
Mainly
they sing.
street artists. Yeah.
Yeah, really
I
cool video.
I have a project. It's kind of like that, but the title is playing for a change.
Cool. And what is it? I mean, is it like, are you going to make a video like they did?
No, no, I'm just joking. Playing for a change.
Like playing for a change, like
Like
you don't
bit of
play
money,
frequently? Ah, got it. It's a good pun.
isn't it?
All right. Aka, welcome to class.
Yes, hello.
How are you, Aka?
Yes, I'm fine. I quickly finished the dinner.
Ah, you were
Yeah,
eating.
yeah.
What'd you
I
have?
finished. Today I ate a Japanese sama noodle,
Oh,
cold
sounds really good.
noodle. Yeah,
What
Japanese
is a
style.
summer noodle?
I can thick noodle, and it usually it is eaten in with ice or something. Cold noodle.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So why is it called a summer noodle? Because it's eaten cold.
Kind of it's cold noodle, and people prefer to eat that noodle in the summertime, especially in the summertime.
All
And
right, that makes
it's
sense.
it's thin and smooth. So even sometimes summertime people lost their appetite, but even though it is eaten in smoothly, even though I don't have appetite. Yeah.
Well, it sounds good. I'm really craving Japanese food because
Hmm.
in the US, I have some relatively easy access to international foods like that, but in Brazil, I really don't. So I
Ah,
get
yeah.
cravings for Chinese food, Japanese food, Indian food, lots of stuff.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, me too. I'm curious about the food in the world. Yes.
Mm. So
Mm.
today we were talking about intelligences, and there was another student here, but I guess his connection dropped.
Mhm.
But we're taking this quiz on intelligences. So you give yourself a 4 if you're very good at something, a 2 if you're okay but nothing special, and a 0 if you're no good at an
Mhm.
activity.
Mhm.
And so we're going to kind of test like what areas you're best at.
Mhm.
The first one is linguistic intelligence. How good are you at telling jokes and stories? So give us a number 0 to 4.
So so. So
So maybe like a
three.
2,
Yeah,
a
two.
3.
Yeah, two. Yeah, two. Yeah.
Okay, so a 2. What about remembering people's names?
It's not good. One probably.
A 1.
I
Okay.
can remember the face, but how do you remember the names?
Yeah, me too. What about saying tongue twisters?
Tongue twister. Probably two.
2. And how about
Yeah.
learning vocabulary?
One. I'm not
Okay,
good at
so that
memory.
gives you 2, 1, that's 3. What did you say for remembering people's names? I already forgot. 0?
Oh,
1?
one. Not
Okay.
0, 1.
4, and tongue twisters you said 2, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
6 in total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yes.
you get
Mm-hmm.
6 for linguistics intelligence. Now let's look at spatial intelligence. How good are you at reading maps?
2,
How about drawing?
1,
Learning from films and pictures?
3,
And doing jigsaw puzzles?
2.
Okay, so you did better here than in the last one. You get an 8 for your spatial intelligence, which I think is one of the areas I am the least good at. I really have very little spatial intelligence.
Mm.
How about bodily and kinesthetic? What score do you give yourself for copying other people's actions, like say in, a dance class or something like that?
3,
3. How about sewing or other crafty activities?
1,
Making things from paper or wood?
1,
All right. And doing sports?
3.
Okay, so that gives you 9, right?
Hmm.
We
3.
had 3, 1, uh, oh, now I forget. 3, 1, 1, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, so that gives you 8. Okay, so 8 for this one, which means you're about as good as you are for the spatial intelligence. How about the interpersonal intelligence? How good are you at leading meetings and games?
Not good. Probably 2.
How about helping your friends?
2.
Listening to other people's problems?
2.
And having lots of friends?
1.
All right, so that's 6, 7. You get 7 for this one. I'm surprised. You
Mhm.
gave yourself just average for helping your friends and listening to other people's problems. Why is that? You get impatient with
Sometimes, yeah.
them?
Sometimes I'm cooperative, but sometimes, yeah, I'm a little bit impatient.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's up to the problem actually. Yeah.
Hmm. All right, now let's look at intrapersonal intelligence. How good are you at studying alone in the library?
3.
Spending time on your own?
3.
All right. Being individual
3.
and learning from your mistakes.
2.
Okay, so you get an 11. That's a pretty good score.
I see.
Um, so why do you think you're so good at interpersonal things like studying alone and spending time by yourself and being individual?
Hmm. Yeah, I like being alone actually. But I need some friends. Human
Yeah.
cannot be alone all the time. But basically, I'm an introvert person, and I prefer to be alone.
Got it. Yeah, but we're social creatures, right? Everyone needs a little
Mhm.
company.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so the next category is logical or math. Do you think you're going to do well here?
I'm not good at math.
Okay, so let's see.
Mhm.
Doing math in your head, how good are you?
1.
Playing chess?
I've never played chess.
Oh man, I can't believe that.
Actually, no, never.
Wow, okay, so I guess what you could guess. Do you think you'd be good
But
at chess?
maybe 1.
One, okay. Playing number games,
Number games, what is like? What is it like?
like Sudoku or um, I don't know, like little math games. Like, do you know what Sudoku is?
Yeah, but I've never solved Sudoku.
Yeah, it's like you
Yeah.
have to add up all the numbers until all of the rows equal 10. So it just has to do with like simple math, but it's a complex solution to
Mm,
this grid of numbers.
mm, maybe one.
And asking questions about how things work.
A little bit higher. Maybe three.
Okay, so you got 6. That's not so bad for logical or math.
Mhm.
Um, musical intelligence.
Mhm.
How are you at humming tunes?
Humming tunes means I can keep pitch during
Yeah, yeah.
humming.
Hmm.
I think it's good. Four. I don't know about four.
All right.
Yeah,
What about singing?
three.
Playing a musical instrument?
One.
And tapping rhythmically?
I think it's three.
Wow, you did well here. Have you ever played a musical instrument?
I used to play guitar and a little bit about a synthesizer
Very
and
nice. So,
drums too.
wow, you are pretty musically intelligent then. You got a
But
high score
I'm
for
not
this
good at
one.
it actually.
You're what?
I'm I didn't practice so much though.
Ah, well, you're being modest.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, and naturalist intelligence. How good are you at doing experiments in nature?
One,
How about learning about nature?
two,
Recognizing different types of things?
different types of, for example.
Like maybe spices at the market, if they didn't have their labels on them, would you still be able to recognize which one is, the spice you're looking for?
Oh,
Or if you're
maybe
outside,
two.
can you like tell what plants are and that kind of thing?
Two.
Too, okay. How about sorting things into groups?
Sorting means solving things.
Sorting would mean like organizing things into groups.
Okay. I, I see. I'm not organized so well. Maybe two. Yeah.
Okay, not so bad. Kind of middle of the road for that one. So, what are you best at? I think music was the one that you scored the highest on, right?
Yeah. Seems like
Definitely
that.
one of the highest. Okay.
Mhm.
So, which intelligences have you used in this lesson?
Which intelligence? Language.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
definitely. And we used a little math.
Hmm. Yeah.
But you can tell that I'm not so good at the logical math one because I kept forgetting what numbers you said. You'd be like, oh, 2, 2, 3, 1. And then at the end I'd be like, wait, what numbers were they? I already forgot. I can't keep those
Mhm.
numbers in my head. It's tough.
Mhm.
And what are the most important subjects in school, do you think?
Important subject. Hmm. Probably language and math.
And why do you think those subjects are so important?
Because even after graduate, language skill and math skill can be used a lot of different things for different works.
Are there any things they teach in school that you don't think are as necessary?
Hmm. Not necessary. Hmm. Maybe sometimes Japanese school, it's not a mandatory subject, but after the school, some people join the sports circle inside the club. Some sports circles atmosphere is not good, so I don't like that, and it causes an additional burden for teachers. Actually, teachers have to be a manager of that team or circle. voluntarily.
Oh, so they have to give up a lot of their own free time?
Yes. So some teacher go to school or some student go to school even on Sunday.
Oh, well, that's nice of them.
But I don't like it. And some club has a strong hierarchy. Just one year difference causes a huge problem, almost like a military. So I don't
Wow.
like that kind of system.
Yeah, that sounds extreme.
Yeah.
All right. And at the very beginning of this document, there was a list of people that I think is interesting. So
hmm
there's a list of people here.
hmm
Which can you number them from the most intelligent to the least intelligent? Number the most intelligent being number 1 and the least intelligent being number 5.
Mm, mm, it's up to how can I say how I define intelligence actually.
So how do you define intelligence?
Mm, Actually, maybe the corrections you showed in this document, yeah,
hmm
musical or physical, spatial, or math, logical, yeah.
hmm
So Albert Einstein is number one in logical and mathematical intelligence.
hmm
David Beckham is a kind of actually sports requires a lot of brain works actually, so he should be intelligent. What area? Kinematic.
Kinesthetic? The oops. Let's see. Um, controlling body and handling objects. This one. Aka, are you there? Aka, I can't hear you anymore. Hmm. Maybe it's a connection problem. Oh, all right. So we're basically done for the day, and I hope to see lots more students in my future classes. I'll start again next week with some excellent classes and suggest new classes to me. If you have ideas, let me know and message me on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hmm. Fine.